Thank you, everyone. Good afternoon once again. So the agenda for the today's session is introduction of a new product being developed by Nalsoft that is called Nalsoft Digital Warehouse, which works in parallel with Oracle WMS Cloud. Now, to begin with the session, before that, I would like to introduce what do we do, who is Nalsoft, what are our credentials. So Nalsoft Middle East DMCC, this is a company founded in 2001. We are headquartered in Dubai, and we predominantly work in Middle East region. Exclusive focus only on Oracle ERP applications. So since beginning, we are partnered with Oracle, and we have been implementing for last 23 plus years Oracle e-business and nowadays Oracle Fusion. The team composition that we have now is we are having more than 300 plus consultants. So all these 300 plus global team members are into Oracle ERP only. So that is why we can say we bring a wealth of experience, because majority of our functional consultants, they are coming from industry experience. So if I take people from supply chain industry or handling the supply chain portfolio, I myself, I am coming from logistics industry. Other than that, since we are partnered with Oracle, so we have to maintain a certain level of service expertise. So we are, as of now, we are having 19 service expertise, which can be validated from Oracle partner profile. More than 200 plus projects we have executed till now in Middle East countries. And all these project experiences are referenceable. Majority of the customers where we implemented long back also 5 plus, 10 plus years, that kind of service, we are still maintaining the partnership with those kind of customers. Now this is about Nalsoft. Now allow me to introduce myself. My name is Santosh and I represent Nalsoft logistics practice. I am based out at Hyderabad, India, but we keep working in tandem with Oracle for different clients in Middle East countries. I come with an experience of around 16 plus years in the logistics industry. I started my career in transportation industry, and from there on, I moved on to Oracle Transportation Management, then moved into Oracle GTM, and then we have implemented multiple projects with using OTM, GTM, WMS, along with Oracle ERP Fusion Suite. Now moving ahead, just to give you a glimpse of the kind of expertise that we are holding. These are our credentials in terms of service specializations. Now coming to the core agenda. For the reason that I'm here today, we are going to introduce you to the digital warehouse, what it is, what was the need of creating this digital warehouse, how we created this, what is the architecture of it, which kind of customers can use these kind of digital warehouses. And at the end, we are going to touch upon major key features of this product. So now to introduce you to digital warehouse, this is in summary an exact replica of your facility, the kind of warehouse that a customer maintains. It will have the same kind of locations, the same kind of area, zones, activity area, storage area, yard area. So first we analyze the blueprint of the customer warehouse, and based on that, we create a complete replica of it. And on this replica, on top of it, we build a lot of features to understand the real-time operation. Sitting at one place, you can monitor multiple warehouses which are under your company, and you can get what is happening in real time at different areas or different zones. This also allows you to track the kind of workforce efficiency that is being carried out at your different activity zones. Please stop me in between in case if there is any question. I'm moving ahead. So what I will do, I'm taking you through a presentation for hardly 5 to 10 minutes, and then I will quickly jump into the actual live demo application. Now, why was this needed? When we use any system, any application, the first and foremost requirement is what kind of visibility are we getting? Are we able to track each and every activity happening in that facility? Now, in Oracle WMS Cloud, we can track it, but for that, you need to remember a lot of technical jargons, for example, IB load, OB load, shipment, purchase order. So let's say in case if somebody forgets any kind of technical jargon, he has to go and take help from somewhere. But here in this digital warehouse, he or she doesn't need to remember any technical jargon. It is self-explanatory. It is a practical digital warehouse where you can just visualize your area, and from there you can get, okay, what is the kind of activity that is happening in this area. Beyond that, it also has facility to give you real-time alerts, which is a big miss in our current system. So if you want to have real-time alerts and notifications for any kind of activity, for example, if a lot of trucks are crowded at my yard area, I want to raise an alert if there are more than 10 trucks staying idle for more than 3 hours or 5 hours. Let's say there is a truck getting unloaded and our normal SLA for unloading is 2 hours, but it is taking much beyond that. Then also we can raise an alert and notification to the respective stakeholders. Besides that, this logistics industry is one such industry where people keep coming and going. That means you have a lot of new people entering into your organization majority of the times. And every time a new person comes, you have to train him on the new application. If you completely go by the technical terms, may or may not be the new person will be able to adapt it. Instead of that, if you give him a training on a practical scenario where he can visualize the real-time operations, we can visualize the real-time zones, areas, then it will be easy for him to understand and correlate the business operations. Any questions still here? Can I move ahead?
Oh, good.
Now, next to it is, we touched upon what is digital warehouse, why was it required? Now I'm going to talk about how do we create it. Now, let's assume we got a new project. What is the beginning of this creation of new digital warehouse? So what we do when we get in touch with a customer, we first analyze their warehouse, their current warehouse. We analyze what kind of zone. So this kind of blueprint is provided by a customer. And if we want to dig in detail, we get these kind of CAD drawings from them. So this explains what kind of zones, what kind of areas are there, what kind of storage locations they are maintaining, how many dry zones are there, what kind of reefer zones are there, how many are temperature controlled, how many are damaged areas. So based on that, first we analyze the physical area of the entire warehouse. And based on this warehouse blueprint, we design the initial layout of the warehouse, something like this. So there are a lot of tools that we use to design it and complete the entire product. So first, the initial design is done in one tool. So this is the initial design where we divide and create different areas of the warehouse. On top of it, we are going to create animations and enhance the model. So this is done through a separate tool. So where we add the animations and models. So let's say there are MHEs, there are racks, there are different conveyor belts, there are AGVs. So all those animations, forklifts, are all those animations, then we add to this initial design. Once these animations and this entire layout is prepared, then we build a package out of it and add automation. Then it gets a model enhancement. So you can see how we can do this step by step. First, we created the area, then we added the animations, then we added the models to it, the kind of trucks that we want to show, the kind of layout, the kind of walls, the kind of exterior, interior, all these things are decided. And based on that, we are going to host it on digital warehouse package on any cloud platform. As of now, we have hosted it on Oracle PaaS, and this is tightly integrated with Oracle WMS Cloud. And the integration that we are using here is Oracle Apex. Then finally, once the complete package is published on Oracle PaaS, it looks something like this. So the middle one, you can see the complete warehouse. Then you have inbuilt dashboards. You have different zones that I'm going to show it in the real time in our application. Moving ahead, now what kind of customers can use these kind of digital warehouse applications? So it, as you know, warehouses can vary from different levels to levels. So there can be warehouses which are maintained as 3PL warehouses for different customers. They can utilize this warehouse, digital warehouse, to manage different customers, to manage the stocks and inventories of different customers in different zones. Then we can have level 2, that is a basic warehouse. There also you can utilize this to manage your inventory, to look at the activity zones. Then you have level 3, which are bit advanced warehouse compared to basic one. Then you have semi-automated, and then you have at the level 5 fully automated warehouses. So this digital warehouse has the capability to automate the processes to show the real-time operations happening at your warehouse at all these level of warehouses. Now I'm moving into the next section where I'm going to talk about the key features what this digital warehouse can bring or offer to the customer. The first key feature is it has got AI chatbot, where a supervisor, a user who is working at a warehouse, or let's say a director is having multiple warehouses under him, he is sitting at the head office. He wants to know what is the fast moving good, what is the inventory summary at this warehouse. So all those things he can just put it in the chatbot, it will give him the answers. So this is how the chatbot works. So it receives an input from the user, it goes back to Oracle WMS database, it gets you the output. Besides that, we are also training this data, performing machine learning on it, based on which you can also get forecasted stocks. Let's say if you want to see what is the forecasted shipment for next week, next month, based on that, you can prepare your warehouse, you can prepare your workforce. So all those features are available in this WMS chatbot. The next key feature is better yard management. So in case at a warehouse facility, if a customer is having yard, then he can manage this complete yard, starting from the check-in of a truck. The gate operator, once he receives the truck, the entire information will be available to the person, to the supervisor sitting at the warehouse, inside the warehouse. And he can plan about unloading the truck. Let's say there's an empty truck which has come. He can immediately start planning instead of talking to the gate operator, going to and fro communication through WhatsApp or phone. He can immediately look at his digital warehouse. He can get the information, what is the truck number, for which shipment it has come, from which supplier it has come. All those details will be available in real time. So this can be connected to your Oracle WMS cloud, or else we can also connect to the RFID tags or geofencing. So once the truck enters, the information can be made available at this warehouse layout. The next key feature is real-time alerts and notifications. So as I told you, let's say you want to raise an alerts and notifications for multiple activities if they are going chaotic, if they are not as per expectation. So for example, let's say if there are more than 20 trucks in my yard for more than 5 hours, I want to raise an alert notification to the yard operator or to the warehouse supervisor. Let's say if there are trucks which are waiting for unloading for more than 5 hours, and there are chances that the vendor can add penalty to you. In that case also you can put these kind of alerts and notifications, and based on the timings, so once the truck checks in, it keeps looking at the time, how many hours it has been idle in the yard, and it can raise an alert and notification to the respective stakeholders. It can be through emails, or we have notification provision within digital warehouse application, or else it can be sent through text messages or WhatsApp as well. The next key feature is the centralized tracking. So this is an important feature wherein, let's assume there is a company which has got 10 different warehouse in 10 different locations. A director of the warehouse, he wants to visualize the activities or activities happening at any of the warehouses. So if he keeps going on to application by application based on different logins of different warehouses, he will have to go to each area, remember the each PO section, shipment section, yard section. He will have to keep entering the details, and then only through reports or dashboards he will get those information. Whereas in this digital warehouse, under one company, we can create multiple facilities, and the digital warehouse layout will be different for different facilities. So he will just have to select the company and select the facility. Immediately the layout which is responding to the correct facility. Let's say I have two warehouses at duty paid and duty free. The moment I select duty paid warehouse, I'll get the layout of the duty paid warehouse, and I can monitor what all activities are happening there. Now, this is one side of the story. Let's say I'm have maintaining 3PL warehouses. For that also, we have got a provision where you can create multiple customers as different companies under one facility, and you can select any of the customer. It will start showing you the operations about operations, inventory, stocks for that particular customer. I think this is similar to what we do in Oracle WMS Cloud. So whatever you do in Oracle WMS Cloud, the same information can be replicated here. You can visualize it, but in real time. So the intention behind making this was you do your transaction in Oracle WMS Cloud. You manage the picking, put away through your Oracle WMS mobile app. And for any kind of visibility, monitoring, any kind of approval hierarchy, all these things you can take care in your digital warehouse. So you don't have to keep going to your Oracle WMS Cloud, keep looking in different tabs, in different sections, in different screens. For an example, if you want to search, let's say I want to search one item belonging to a particular vendor it came from. Now for that, I have to navigate in multiple screens if I go through application. Whereas through this digital warehouse, you just give a search and it will populate all the information in one screen. So all those joins, all those tables have been connected in this digital warehouse. The next key feature is modernized employee training. So as I told, if new employees inducted in the warehouse, it is very easy to get him trained what all operations he has to do, how he has to monitor his activity, what kind of activities he has to work on. From this digital warehouse, it can be trained easily. Because you can see, let's say if somebody is working in a storage area, you can see he will get all the informations from the storage area. The next key feature is enhanced dashboards. So what we have done along with this digital warehouse, we have built an inbuilt dashboard which enhances your data visualization. And all these dashboards have been built according to different areas of the warehouse. So if you want to analyze all different areas, but specifically you want to analyze the workforce, how are they performing in different zones, in different areas? Let's say the picker is doing a fantastic task, but let's say a put away person is not that efficient. So in that case, you can interchange. So all those analytics are available here. Now, this entire digital warehouse is very flexible. What we have created is based on our understanding from different customers, but it can be tailored and is flexible in adapting to different requirements in if a new customer is having. Another key feature is you can locate your inventory at ease. So let's say through this digital warehouse, I want to find an item. So I don't need to go into the application, look out for the report in which all bins it is. I just have to put the item name in the search area. So I'll just go here, put the item name, click on enter. I'll get the same item in which all bins it is located. And there is a navigator button which can guide you to different respective bins this item is located. So different informations will also be shown here. So this item coming from which PO, from which location, who was the vendor, how many quantities it is there in this bin. So all this information within a click of button you can get. So it makes your inventory location very easily. The new additional feature which we have introduced in this application is pick or put away shortest path. Now, if you look at a warehouse, if there is a very, very big warehouse, majority of the time goes in picking and put away by the respective people. So in case if you do not have a predefined path, what is the shortest path for a picker or a put away person or a forklift operator, he might lose a lot of time in going back and fro. So in this case, what we have done, we have designed an algorithm which can suggest based on the put away task, how many items are there, which all bins it has to be put in. Based on that put away task, it will analyze the entire warehouse layout, and based on that, it will suggest the route where you should go first, where you should put in. After that, which bin you have to go, what is the path that you have to take, left or right. So it will create a complete path. Now this path will be available to the person's mobile. So let's say there is a person who is going for put away on his forklift. He will have his Oracle WMS mobile app for put away activities. So there, along with his Oracle WMS mobile app, in another tab, he will get a link for put away shortest path from this digital warehouse application. So this is also mobile enabled. So he will only be able to see this path, what he has to follow. So this saves minimum 25 to 30% of the operating time of those people. In addition to it, we have digital twin tracking. So in case if, let's say there are advanced warehouses which are highly automated, if they are using robotic arms, automated guided vehicles, all these can be integrated to this digital warehouse with which you can monitor their real-time operations in case which path it is following, which all LPN it is carrying, which all locations it is going for put away, from where is this AGV picking in, what is the battery life of that, when is the next maintenance state of that AGV. So all this information, you can have it in your digital warehouse. So this is how it is connected. You can monitor the entire information of your digital twin tracking for, it can be anything, whether it is AGVs, your conveyor belt, pick to voice, pick to light. It can be integrated with any kind of device or vehicles. Now, the next feature is approval workflow. So we understood there was a huge requirement of approval workflow. Let's say you are doing quality checks, or let's say you are doing a cycle count, for which you need require levels of hierarchy to approve the entire operation, entire quality check or entire cycle count. For that, within this digital warehouse, we have created the approval workflow mechanism where you can define the level of approval hierarchies, and based on that, it goes for approval to different stages. So we have it as of now for quality check and cycle count. An additional feature that we have introduced is LPN life cycle. So there were many customers who wanted to know the life cycle of any item, any batch number, any LPN number. So in that case, we have designed a method where they just need to select the LPN or enter the LPN number, and they will get the entire life cycle. When was that PO created? When did it arrive at the warehouse? Who received it? What truck number? When did it go for quality check? Who did that quality check? Till the time it was out from the warehouse. So it will give you the entire life cycle of that LPN or the batch number. And we are focusing to build it for item wise also. And the last feature that we have introduced recently is shipment tracking. So we have understood that there is a pain area if a customer is only using Oracle WMS Cloud. How are they going to monitor the shipment if they don't have OTM, if they are not having any IoT fleet monitoring kind of tool? So in that case, what we have done, we have integrated maps. So as I told you, this digital warehouse is having the capability of integrating with any APIs. So we have integrated this with maps, with different sensors, and we can get the real-time GPS locations from the GPS service provider. Along with that, in case if there are other sensors fitted in with that vehicle, we can also get the information about any kind of sensors if you want. As of now, we have kept it for speed, temperature, your fuel. So any kind. So this is a small version of IoT fleet monitoring what we were using earlier. So we have added that to this digital warehouse tool. So in case if a customer is not having OTM, they can utilize this tool itself. So this is end of my presentation. Now I want to quickly get into the live application. In case if there is any question, I'm happy to take it before that.
Questions so far?
Hello.
Yeah, no questions so far. Please continue.
Okay. So now I'm taking you to the live application. So this is the landing page of our digital warehouse. This is how it looks like. So once a user logs in, he will have an infolet of all the pending items, what is necessary, what is important for him. Based on that, he can take a call. Now, these are highly configurable. These are just the sample infolets that we have prepared. We can add multiple infolets, whatever they want to see as soon as they log in. So we have given an action button. From here itself, they can navigate to Oracle WMS Cloud to complete those actions. Now, once we complete the landing page, now this is where the menu is. So from here, you can select the company. From here, you can select the facility. This is a universal search area. From here, you can select anything. You want to search for an item, you want to search for an LPN, you want to search about a specific PO. Any kind of search can be done from here. This is for the alerts and notifications menu. And this is the complete menu here. From here itself, you can navigate to dashboards. You can go to your workflows. You can go to your shipment tracking. You can go for LPN lifecycle. From here itself, you can go to WMS Cloud also. If you click here, it will take you to WMS Cloud. You can do your transaction here, and again, you can come to monitor it here. So as I told you, this is how your digital warehouse will look like. As I click in, it will highlight all specific areas. And if I hover around any of the area, it will tell me a summary of what is happening at that area. So in the yard area as of now, waiting time is of 1 hour. There are total available 9 slots. Total occupied slots are 4. Similarly, if I go to storage area, total available bins are 100, occupied bins are 260. So it gives me the utilization level. In inspection area right now, we are inspecting one shipment, which is coming from a vendor, which has got 3 items. So the moment you hover around any of the highlighted area, it gives you a summarized information. Now, if you want to have a detailed information, you can click on any of the area. Once you click in, that area gets zoomed in. And here you can see the 4 trucks which were shown there. So you can see this is truck number this coming from this respective vendor. As of now, this is parked in this particular location. Now, these are the sample information that we are showing here. Besides that, on the right side, these are the information panel where you can see the detail about each of the truck. This truck number is coming from for this shipment. This is parked in this location. It arrived at this point of time. This is the vendor from where it is coming. This is the PO number. In addition to this, if a customer wants to visualize more information from here, that can be easily added to these screens. Now, this is the chatbot, what I was mentioning, the WMS bot. If I want to have any information, I want to have inventory summary of my warehouse. So this is my inventory summary for today. Besides that, it has also got multiple forecasting facility about your fast moving goods, about your warehouse levels that you should prepare for coming shipments in monthly, weekly, quarterly basis. Then we have a feature here for shortest path. If you look at the right section, it gives you different action points. So from here, you can highlight the areas and you can see where you want to get in. For example, if I want to go to storage area, if you look at my storage area, you can view from all the angles. Now, if you see all the red bins which are being displayed here, these red bins denote that these are completely full. And the bins which are not red, that means they are having space. So now if I want to search for any item, I just have to go here, write in the item name simply. Let's say I want to search for Omega watches. So here on the right side of the panel, you will get all Omega watches what are available right now in the storage location. So this Omega watch, it came from this shipment ID. This is the location. These are any quantities which came in. Now, if I want to see which bin it is lying, so if I click on this navigator button, I can see it is lying in this bin. I want to see. Now here we can add multiple information. Let's say if there are goods which are having expiry date, I can put in the expiry dates. I can also sort it based on first come, first out. So all those methods or facilities are available here. If I want to navigate to this watch, so it is lying in this bin. So this algorithm has been built in to find the exact position if a person wants to search for one specific item. So no need to navigate from different screens. You can directly come here, look at your items, ask the picker to get it picked from that location. Now moving on to the next feature, we have shortest path. Now this shortest path can be designed for both put away as well as for your picking task. So what happens, this works is, so the moment you generate a put away task in your Oracle WMS cloud, this task comes here along with all the information about the bins, about the items. So let's say I select a task ID here and I click on done. It will immediately create the shortest path for it. Any questions still here?
No,
Okay.
no, please continue.
Okay, thank you. Besides that, we, as I told you, we also have digital twin facility where we can integrate this digital warehouse application with any of your automatic arms, automatic robots, automatic guided vehicles. So as long as there is an API available with the vendor, this system can be integrated and it can provide you all related informations to it. Now, why I'm talking about integrating this with vendor? Because if I only integrate this with Oracle WMS, the information about these automatic vehicles or arms will only provide once you allocate a task to it. So how we do, we define these vehicles or these equipments as MHEs in Oracle WMS Cloud. And as soon as you define a task, a picking task or a put away task, you also allocate that MHE based on your wave template. And then once the shortest path is created, this AGV, once it starts for picking or put away, you can monitor this in the real time, where it is going, how many items it has stored there in which bin. So you can see it will keep adding all the informations here. So this is all about the digital twin. Now, if I may go, this is the alerts and notifications. So this is where you can have inbuilt real-time notifications for all the activities, for all the thresholds which you have defined. So as of now, I have defined yard accumulation alert. Similarly, you can have different kinds of alerts for number of vehicles getting loaded, unloaded, any of my item, if it goes beyond this capacity, I want an alert. Let's say if something is going out of stock, I want an alert. So you can define all those rules within this digital warehouse. Now, if I talk about this, I'll zoom out. Let's say if I want to see how many vehicles are getting unloaded, I'll just go to the receiving dock. And if I hover around any of these, it will show me, okay, this truck has come from this vendor. It is having this shipment ID, ASN ID. And if I go to the right side, you can see all the information. Okay, this is the truck number coming from this vendor. It has got these many ASN ID from this PO. This is the quantity. So these are just the samples. We can add n number of more information or we can remove information as and when wanted by the customer. Now, let me take you to the dashboard functionality. So it has got an inbuilt dashboards for different areas, different zones. So let's say in a warehouse, these are different areas. So for doc, so it will show you all the appointments for any given day. You can just select the date from the calendar. It will show you how many docs are occupied, how many docs are still available. You can have day-wise utilization of the dock, dock-in utilization, average loading or unloading time. Similarly, in your storage area, if I want to see my warehouse storage utilization level, I'll just go to storage area. So you can go to yard area. It's taking longer than expected. So give a moment. Yeah. So these are the kind of dashboards that we have built in. Now, the real beauty of these dashboards is in any application, if you want to view data, analyze data, you need to have either reports or dashboards. Whereas in this kind of dashboards, we have provided two-in-one facility. So you can visualize it as dashboard, but if you want to extract it as a report to analyze it deeply, you can simply click on it it will get you all the information in a tabular format, and you can send it to your email or export in an Excel file. The moment I click on export, it gets exported in an Excel file here. So this is how it will create the reports. So I don't need to have separate reports or dashboards. So if I create dashboard, I can extract it as a report as well. Similarly, if I want to have my, let's say my employee level performance efficiency, I want to analyze activity area. So I can see employee wise how many tasks was done by each of the employee. If I also want to compare among all different employees, I can just select the employees and I can compare the performance of different employees for those given tasks. You can see if I select all the employees, it will give me detailed analysis how much task was completed by individual employees. Any questions still here or?
No, I think all good.
Okay, thank you. So next feature that I explained earlier was about workflow. So we can create different types of workflow for your quality check, for cycle count. So let's say a customer wants to have different levels of workflow. Once a cycle count happens, they want to go ahead and have two levels of approval. So each user will have different access. So they can just select it and click on approve or reject. Based on that, this entire information will get populated to the level 2 user. Now, who is the final approver? Similarly, for quality check also, the quality check once done, it will be available here and they can go for approval or rejection for the output of the quality check. Then the next feature which I want to highlight is of LPN lifecycle. So let's say there is a batch number which came and there was some problem. So now who can be held accountable? At which process, during which time was it received? Who did the quality check where it was not captured? This problem was not captured. If I want to visualize this information, I'll just go to LPN lifecycle. Sorry. So it will go and it will allow me to select the LPN number or the batch number. It's taking longer than expected. Maybe I can move on to new feature. I'll come back to it. So the next feature is from here itself, you can navigate to your Oracle WMS cloud application. You can also have the facility to manage your users. So let's say I have different users, but few of the users should only have WMS cloud application access. Now I want to give access to this digital warehouse to few of the users, dashboard access to few of the users, workflow access to few of the users. So I will just go against a user. I'll select from the drop down and I can select which all roles need to be given to this particular user. The moment I select and save it, that user will be able to access only those particular features of this application. Now there is another feature called shipment tracking. So as I told you, in case if a customer is not having any tracking application, they're not using OTM. In that case, the moment they ship out any shipment, this information will be available here where they can go and they can see the real-time tracking because this digital warehouse will be integrated with their telematics solution provider. So within here, they can track the entire shipment tracking. What is the real-time location of that shipment, from where to where it is going, what is the route that is following. Beyond that, let's say there is a customer who also wants to analyze, who has got different sensors fitted in the vehicle. They can analyze it here. So they have all the information coming from different sensors, from weight sensor, temperature sensor. Let's say there is a temperature control sensor, a reefer sensor. I want to monitor the temperature so that it doesn't go below certain degrees. So I can have all the information at one screen. So till the time this application loads, do we have any question which I can answer? Any query?
Yes, I have a question. Do you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear.
Okay, great. I would like to understand, so you are querying information from WMS Cloud in real time, or are you creating a data model in your application that replicates the information from WMS Cloud?
So
Can
as
you
I
elaborate
told,
a little bit on the architecture, please?
yes. So as I told you, this application is hosted on Oracle PaaS, or it can be hosted on any Oracle Cloud platform. So definitely there will be few seconds lag, but it is almost as good as real time. As of now, it is working in around 16 seconds of time lag.
So you are querying the live data in WMS Cloud.
Yes.
You don't copy that. You don't replicate it, in your own data
No, no, no,
model.
no, 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 no. On Oracle PaaS, we create a separate data model because we have to join different tables to present it on real time. So what we do, it is just like as ETL that runs and fetches the data, all the delta data from Oracle WMS Cloud, and that is being stored at Oracle PaaS DB. This package is hosted on Oracle PaaS and it is connected. This package is connected through Oracle Apex with Oracle DB. And from there, it fetches the information. So whenever you query anything, it is on Oracle PaaS web application, okay? Web service it is using, and it is fetching the data from your Oracle PaaS database. Am I
I
clear?
understand. Yes, thank you for the
Because
answer.
if I use Oracle WMS data model, I'll not be able to connect different tables. So I have to use a different database and where I need to create a new data model.
I understand. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Now, another feature that I wanted to show here was LPN lifecycle. I'm not sure why it is giving me strange. It's taking more time than expected.
Are there too many LPNs in the system?
Yeah, so we have loaded too many LPNs actually. Okay, meanwhile, till the time it gets loaded. So these are few of the features which we have added to this digital warehouse. And as of now, we are working predominantly with Middle East customers on this. But our intention is to take this to worldwide. Definitely, we want to expand it beyond Middle East. We want to get into European region and other regions as well. So it is tightly integrated with Oracle WMS Cloud. But having said that, let's say if a customer is using any other WMS also, this can be easily integrated because the data model almost remains same. All the informations can be available in any warehouse. But as of now, what we are doing, we are going ahead with wherever we are doing Oracle WMS implementations, this product is being enabled for those customers. So that is how our go-to-market strategy is right now. So I'm sorry it is not working, but this is how something your LPN life cycle will look like. So once I query any LPN number, this is how it will look like. So it will show me the entire lifecycle map. It started from the receiving dock at this point. It went to inspection area. After inspection, at this point of time, it went to storage area. It was stored in this bin. Who was the person who stored it? Who was the put away person? Who was the person who inspected it? So you also get to know the user level details. And on this date, on this outbound shipment was created. On this truck, it was loaded and it was shipped out to the customer. So this is how a life cycle of any LPN number will be displayed in the digital warehouse. So since the application was not loading, so I had to show it in the PPT here.
We don't see your PPT at the moment. We only see the
Oh, is it?
website at the moment.
I'm sorry.
We
Let
see
me. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I think I have to keep. So can you see my screen? LPN lifecycle screen? Yeah.
Now we see
Yeah.
in the PowerPoint, yes.
So let's say if I query any LPN number, this is how it will plot the entire life cycle. So on the right section, you will get step by step. When was this PO created? When did it arrive at the warehouse? Who did the quality check at what point of time? Who was the user? Who approved it? Who received it? Who did the put away? On this side, you get the information on this panel. Besides that, on the right side, on the digital warehouse, it also plots the entire life cycle of this LPN. So let's say you have serial controlled items, batch controlled items, any kind of items. If you have, you can see the complete life cycle of it. As of now, if a customer requires this, we have to create different reports by joining multiple data tables of inbound, outbound shipments. But that too also we cannot present it in a visually appealing form. That is the kind of pain area we are addressing with this feature. So you don't need to generate too many reports. You don't need to go and analyze each of those reports. You just have the complete visual kind of representation of the entire life cycle of any of the items or of any of the LPN numbers.